What's good, y'all? I hope that y'all have amazing Monday. So today we got a lot of topics that I want to share with you guys. So let's get into it, y'all. So let me get with my notes. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, you guys. So we're gonna talk about Cash Doll. So Cash Doll, she's out here saying that she's single. She had broke up with her and her boyfriend. They had broke up. So Cash Doll spoke on her breakup with her baby daddy, Tracy. Says y'all keep talking about marriage. That only makes a broke up harder. So Cash Doll got two kids with her man, her ex boyfriend. So they no longer together, she's saying. And she said she's not running about being a single mother. She says she's rich, and that's what she said. She said she rich. She don't care about her being single or whatever. So I mean, Cash Doll, she gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, she gonna be straight. She got her money. She got her kids. Like if people go through that through life, you know what I'm saying? Like people gonna go through that and be single when it comes down you having kids by someone. Sometimes that shit doesn't last long, which it doesn't. So, people going to break up just like marriages. Marriages don't last long either. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't matter, you know, at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, like you gotta move on, you know. You got to move on with your life and focus on you and your kids. That's all. That's it. Okay, so let's go on to the next topic that we have. Let's go to the next topic. Okay, so this is a sad story about the 12-year-old girl charged with murder, accused of suffocating an 8-year-old cousin in the bed, cleaning up the scene, and removing the body. What do y'all guys think of this story? This is so sad that a 12-year-old doing that. She's gonna be gone for the rest of her life, and she's gonna be in juvenile. But when she get older, they gonna shift her to a big jail. They send the kids to the jail. But my thing is like, why would she have an iPhone age of 12 anyway? Like kids don't need to be having no cell phones, no tablets, or none of that because, excuse me, it's too much going on. And these kids, they be watching stuff that they're not supposed to be watching and stuff. And they get mad when you take the phone from them. They get mad when you take the tablet from them. They get mad about a lot of things. And so when you take the tablet from them, their attitude changes and stuff like that. Like you got to make sure your kids don't be, if you do get them a phone or tablet, whatever, you need to monitor more, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all gotta monitor them, and you know what I'm saying, watch what they watching, especially on the phones, tablets, especially TV too, not just phones and tablets, also TV as well. You know what I'm saying? Because kids, they easily how to get mad towards they mother, they daddy, and the cousins and stuff. And so when their attitude changes, it's time for you to get their phone from them, they tablet from them, and all that, And it's sad that a little girl had, I don't know if it's a boy, a little girl had lost their life, but the girl is in jail for murdering her cousin. And it's sad. Okay, so let's go on to the next topic. Hey, Cher. Hey, Minima. What's good, y'all? Okay, so we're gonna go to the next topic. Okay, so I don't think y'all heard about that they said that they trying to get Obama back in office. Last night I was watching on YouTube, and they trying to get Obama back in office. They trying to get they said Obama, they trying to get Michelle in there, Michelle in office, and they're trying to get the Hillary Clinton back in office. They said that Hillary Clinton or Obama. So they said something about a competition with the president, um national. What do y'all guys think of this situation? Because they said something about who can beat Trump in office or whatever. So it'll be interested if they want to bring Obama back in, because that would be history, and it'll be history. Like I said, I don't know, but I mean, if that ever happened, that would be shocking to the whole wide world. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know for sure what's going on, but I be watching this guy named Steve. He be on YouTube, and he talks about a lot of politicians and stuff like that. So they really trying to get Obama back in office. They trying to get some people back in office. They trying to get Mr. Schumer. Mr. Schumer said that he might run for president. So it's a lot of stuff going on with this politician stuff. So we don't know um what's the future gonna hold. At this point, we don't know who's gonna be running and who's gonna win, because they're trying to get all the ex presidents back in office, and it's it's weird, but yeah, y'all need to go check that out. Go check out Steve. Um he be talking about the politician and stuff. He the one said all that. So we gotta see what's the future gonna hold, who's gonna be running. They said if she is tried as a child, she can get out when she's 19. Oh, that's what they said, meaning she can get out age of 19. It said in record remove. The investigation said the family gave the video to the police. Okay. It said for why really they need to. Yeah, that's what they said. They said something about that they thinking about bringing him back. Um, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but they trying to get Michelle in there, and some people in the comment was like, "Don't put Michelle Obama in it." It was just a lot of tense going on about it, so we really don't know, you know what I'm saying. So if he do wants to come back, that would be history. Um, like I said, they trying to get Mr. Hillary Clinton back in there, or what's her name? Miss Hillary, because they said something about Kamala Harris don't have all the criteria to run the presidential. That's what they saying. So when Joe Biden had dropped out, they don't know. Um, but Joe Biden, he the one had gave Kamala Harris um the floor. So we don't know. And then they said something about the Democrat is trying to win full seat in the House. They don't want to lose. The Democrats said that they want to have a full House again, because if you have divided, it's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? But people really don't know about what's going on, because they trying to cut Social Security off. And y'all really need to look at that Project 2025. They said somebody they're gonna cut Social Security off, Medicare, um, education, all of that. So you got to be careful who you vote for. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay a closely attention who you vote for. And I don't know if y'all was aware of this, but I tried to tell Cap and them last night about they trying to get um a bum back in, but y'all was talking about some other stuff. I tried to tell y'all what's going on, but it happened last night, and the dude was talking about it. I was like, why are they trying? They really trying to get a bum back in there for real? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, minimum. It's definitely crazy. It's it's sad and crazy at the same time, because we really don't know who's gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't want they really don't want him back in office. Trump. They don't want him back in. They don't want him back at all. So they trying to get somebody that can beat him in the race. So that's why they said that they trying to bring Obama them back, or the Hillary Clintons. Now I don't know about Hillary Clinton, because I remember when she trying to run the last time, Miss Hillary Clinton, she had lost the race. She did one, but she did not actually win the president. I mean, being the president. So that's what happened. See, if they try to get her back again, it would have been law. I mean, she might lose again. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they trying to get um Barack Obama back in. So we don't know. I ain't never heard of this before, that old presidents could come back. Like, even though he been, cause see, Obama been there for 8 years, being the president. You know what I'm saying? He been there for he did his complete term. So we really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So if that was to happen for real, that would be history. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Because I was looking at the Project 2025, and it said something about that that if you don't have enough election, um I don't know if we're gonna end up having a president or not. So that's why I say y'all got to look at the Project 2025. I'm finna look it up now in my phone, because I did saw it last night about the Project 2025, a little bit of it. It's I honestly don't think Biden should have ran in the first place. Facts minimum. He said president get only 2 terms. That's why you can get more terms. Facts, exactly. But they don't want him back in. That's the thing. Because they trying to get they trying to get Obama back in, and his wife. That's what they trying to do. So I really don't know. They really don't. I promise you, they really don't want Trump back in there. They don't. When I tell you that the Democrat, the White House, they don't want him back in. They trying to get somebody that could beat him, and they feel like the Obamas could actually beat Trump. You get what I'm saying? So they trying to get them back in. I don't know. Yeah, that too, share. And I think he did pass a law about that sex marriage junk and other thing. I don't know why he did that, but it is kind of weird that he did that, Obama. But I mean, we don't know. We don't know what. who's gonna be running to be for real. I'm finna go ahead and look at the project 2025, and I'm finna read a little bit of it. But I don't. They got a book on. They got a book about it too, or whatever. They also have a book. Okay, this is what it says, y'all. It said it is not enough for a controversial to win election. If we are going to rescue the country from the grip of the church of left, we need both government gender and the right people in place ready to carry this gender out on the day one of the next summer administration. That's what it said. It said this is the goal of 2025 presidential transmit the project. The project will build on the four pairs that will collective pave the way for active, conservative, and that's what it says, y'all. So we don't know. So they saying something about it's not enough election. That's what they saying. So that's why they talking about they're gonna have a contest with the presidential. This is deep, which I think, guys. I think we should have four candidates every selection. I think so too, meaning my I think that would be perfect for them to do that. And it said, "Will God has the last word?" You can say that again, Miss Cher. You can say that again. You definitely right. Because right now, some people were saying that we need Jesus. You ain't lying. It say let's just vote question. That's what they saying. They said something about election. They said if they don't have enough, so that's what that means. Cause I'm looking at the project 2025. I'm reading some of the stuff what it's saying. It says something about Um, it's not enough election. That's what it's saying. So that's why they try to figure out who's going to be running, who's going to be in, and who can, what I'm saying, be Trump in office. So that's why I said they trying to bring these ex-president back, which is crazy because I ain't never heard this in my life. You know what I'm saying? They bringing all these ex, presidents back. Now I know Trump is an ex, but he been there 2 terms. He really not stay too long. You get what I'm saying? So we really don't know what's the future going to hold. Who's going to run? It's according to the guy's plan. You got that right, Miss Cher. You got that right. And they said it's not enough to win election. That's what it's saying on Project 2025. You can look at the website. That's their website thing. Go to Project 2025. It's a website right here, and that's what it's saying about it's not enough election. Then they said that the project is effort. They said something about a playbook, but it said the project is the effort of the border of conservation organizations that have come together to ensure successful investment begin in Jan. They said something about January 2025. It said with the right controversial policy. So we don't know, guys, what's going to happen. And they said the 2025 presidential tournament project is being organized by the Heritage Foundation and builds off Heritage's long-standing mandates for leadership, which has been highly influenced for presidential administration since the Reagan era, mostly the Trump. That's what they saying. They said something about the Trump administration rely heavy on heritage. So, what do y'all guys think about this situation? It said I be going to be forced getting my life together because I want to be ready when Jesus come back. Right, Miss Cher? Exactly. They need to get Jasmine Crook. I don't know who's Jasmine Crook is. Yeah, they talking about bringing them back. They said I don't even know at this point. Just like curious, Harry Clinton, Michelle, friends, governor of California, all over the place. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, they trying to but they said Kamala Harris supposed to be doing a speech today. She's supposed to be talking. So we don't know what's gonna happen. They said that she was dismissed. Now I really don't know. You know, sometimes YouTube they say things or whatever because I did not see this in the I did not research it. I had saw it on somebody else's platform, and that's what they said. They said something about that Obama Michelle them is coming back, but they said they really want Michelle to run on the presidential, and they feel like they're gonna win. But at the end of the day, it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of supporters that really want Trump back in office, then you got other people that saying that they want Obama back. So when they said that, people were shocked, saying that oh, he's really coming back for real. He really gonna run for real. So it's just mind blowing at this time. I mean, at this point, because we really don't know who's going to be in office. To be honest, because they say it's not enough votes, it's not enough elections, and then they said something about the polls, and then you know the people be lying about the polls too. You know what I'm saying? Because they said that Trump polls was down, and then they said it went up when he got injured, and then now they saying that it's not enough election winners and vote and all that stuff. So we don't know. That's why they telling people y'all need to go vote now. And I don't think some people is voting right now. You get what I'm saying? So we really don't know what's going on now. If we don't have no president or whatever, I think they're going to end up choosing the president. You know what I'm saying? Because really, the White House, they can do whatever they want to do. If they want to select that person in office, they can do that. If they don't want that certain person being in office, it is what it is. So it's way that the White House can do what they want to do. So it's not up to us if they make a decision on who they really want somebody to run this country. You get what I'm saying? If they look her up, she don't play really treatment Trump. She is very much with questions. Fast Miss Betty. Trump has a lot of them because he can run. Right. And that's what I'm saying. And then the crazy thing is too, like it's kind of sad that if people out here really got felonies can't get a job. And I remember they said something about they was gonna those move the the felony off these jobs, but they not doing that. So that's why people is having a hard time to find a job. And you know, I understand that they don't want nobody working in their stores and they restaurant and stuff like that. I get it, but you still could get a person a second chance, or excuse me, a second chance to let them work. You know what I'm saying? Like people have to do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have a choice but to sell that they don't supposed to be selling. And you know what I'm saying? And then they doing all this scam stuff. All these people is scamming. All these people is taking people money. It's a lot of scamming right now. Before I get to that part, it said that's wrong, but his skin make it right. Fats Michelle, it is wrong and it is sad because at the same time that these people that's felony, they the one had to step, they the one had to go through that. They can't even get a job. And then it ain't only just about them they can't get a job, they can't even get housing. either. They can't get no apartment. They can't even get no house. So it's hard for them to even get in there. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them to get in a house, apartment, get rent, and then food stamp. I don't even think you get food stamp as a felony. I don't think because they do ask you questions. Is you selling? Is you this? Is you that? It's hard to get anything. It said come and don't cut concerns, and that might be hard because a leader has to be judgment made. Like to stats minimize exactly, and excuse me, like I said before, they said that she really don't meet all the material to be running for the presidential. So she's speaking out. They trying to get Michelle in or Miss Hillary, but they really focus on getting the Obamas back in office. So I really don't know how true this is. I gotta keep doing my re-update on this because the guy he do be talking about it. I will be watching him again today and see how it is because he went live last night. He went live like around 10, 11 o'clock, was talking about this whole situation. And he talking about he's going to give people the update about what they're going to do about the presidential, if the bomber's going to be in, excuse me, if the bomber's going to be in, or is it going to be Hillary Clinton. So we don't know, or Mr. Schumer. We don't know. So we got to see how this going to play out, how it's going to go. We just don't know. We just don't know at this point. Okay, so I have another topic. Let me go to it right quick. I have another topic for y'all guys. Let me and you know what too before I get to that. And then they said something about I mean some people was mad about it. They really not want um Kamala Harris to be the presidential. Now Charleston White, I don't know if y'all heard about Charleston White, but Charleston White, this man is ridiculous. He said they just doesn't want her in office for their own selfish reason. At least give her a chance. I'm just saying. Stats Michelle, right. Exactly. Some people said that they got her vote. Um, yeah, they really don't want no woman to run. They really want a man to run. And that's just sad. Miss Betty said, I don't know why but Michelle said no, she will not run for president. Yeah, I remember she did say that, and Michelle, she wrote a book back in the day about how she was mistreated when she was vice pres. I think on the wife, the whatever they call that in the White House, first lady. That's what they call it, I believe, first lady. And she said it was some stuff, what I'm saying, behind the scenes by her hair, her clothes, or something like that. But she had wrote a book, and then she had came out with a show, like a series about her life in the White House, and they took it down. It was a lady was playing her, and she was really good, but they stopped the show. So for some reason, I think they told her to they don't want her to talk about what's going on in the White House or whatever. So they stopped her show that she was doing. It was a series, like a TV show, whatever the series was. But that's what they were saying. And she was talking about a lot of stuff behind the scenes about her. So I mean, Michelle don't want to run, but at the end of the day, they talking about bringing Obama back. So I don't know. I really don't know. But I want to tell y'all about Charleston White. Now Charleston White kind of pissed me off yesterday, and me and my spouse we we was kind of upset about what he had said, right? So this fool gonna say, Charles White gonna say he would rather go back to slavery than to have a black woman running in office. What do y'all guys think about his statement when he had said? Y'all could go look at the video what he had said. It's on site, and that's weird. It said the lady from How to Get Away with Murder. She played Michelle in the show. Yeah, fast minimum. Yeah, she did play her. She played good movies too. That lady, she played really good. That lady who be playing in the movies and shows and stuff. What do y'all guys think that Charleston White had had said? What do y'all think about his statement about the situation about a woman shouldn't be running for the country? What do y'all guys think? Y'all go check out. It's on site on Instagram, and it's gonna piss y'all off. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all gonna get mad what he said, and it rubs some people the wrong way. It really did. Okay, so we have. Let me see. Now we have the next topic. So it's this man. Dang it, come on, phone. Okay, here you go. It said a pastor and husband of Mecca Miller, who committed suicide days after filing for divorce, reveals he attempted to rescue her in the Morgan. It said Jesus did it, Elsa did it. I had tried. So this is sad. I didn't watch it because I knew he was on some BS. Are you talking about Charleston White? Excuse me. Yeah, he's something else. That man, he's something else. He don't never have respect for women. He always putting women down, and like he trying to check Ricky Ross baby mother, and she got back at his behind, but he ain't said nothing much to Rick Ross baby mother when she put him in his place. He can go to slavery, but the difference is slavery not going to be the same like back then. Cause we gonna fight with the facts, Miss Betty. You said it right. You said it right on the table. You said that it facts exactly. It's not, and people not going for it. Even my spouse said it. He said he ain't going. He ain't doing that ish either. Ain't nobody not going through that. And they trying to do that, and Peach Mataya was pissing some people off too. Let me talk about her before I talk about the next subject. But people was mad at Peach Mataya because she kept saying that ain't nobody finna vote for Kamala Harris. Ain't nobody finna vote for her. We gonna vote for Trump. And this and that the third. And she's like, he the one helped us get out the project for something Peach Mataya had said. Y'all gotta look at her videos because Peach Mataya, she be insane. And she came back and did a video today. They telling her to apologize and stuff, and she lost 5,000 subscribers. They unfollowed her because what she had said last night, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you making jokes and making fun and saying that you wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris, and then you said some other things, people going to unfollow you. So, what I'm saying, what you thinking is fed. But she actually got unfollowed by a lot of people last night. She lost 5,000 people in her followers. It said, "What does a black man don't realize? Like is still here. The jail system is slavery. That's why they all in there. They falling right back into it. Facts meaning my exactly, and it is, and it's back in it. And then I remember my spouse telling me the other day, I mean yesterday, that it's also, the W was also with slaves. So at the end of the day, like I said, man, people just don't know. what people went through, our ancestors had went through, and y'all talking, some of y'all talking crazy on some. Y'all best to do that. No, you don't best to do that, because at the end of the day, that was the worst times back in the day, even though it's still here. Like, I saw a video went viral the other day, and it was a lot of women behind the truck, and this man was whooping them with a belt. And we don't know what country or state that was, where that man was doing all those women in the truck, but he was whooping them with the belt. And you know what I'm saying? And it's still kidnappings and all this stuff going on to this day right now. And that's why I said you gotta be careful with your surroundings. You gotta stay close to your kids. I don't care if your child is a teenager. I don't care if the child was 17. Still hold their hand, hold them tight, because there's too much going on. You know what I'm saying? And kids is 12 years old, hold their hand. It's too much going on. Hold their hand. I hold my daughter's hand all the time. When I go in public with her, I tell her, nope, let me hold your hand. I don't care how old my daughter is, I'm gonna hold her hand. So it's too much going on. It really is. But like I said, guys, it's crazy what Charleston White was saying. It was kind of ticking me off and some people off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go yourself. If you want that, you go. Like my spouse said, he's a sellout, and he Uncle Tom. Exactly, he's a sellout. It's like, what was the pastor name again? I want to look it up. Okay, so the pastor name is his name John Powell Miller, and whose wife Mac Miller died by suicide shortly after filing for divorce. That's what they said. And it's sad that she took her life. It said that Mac Miller had died by suicide shortly after filing for divorce. Stated that he visited the morgue. Dang it, why my phone doing this? Come on now. Okay, here you go. With the intentions of rescuing her, believing it was the express of act, and said inspired by Jesus. And they said, yeah, they tried to raise her from the dead, because you know what, if it had worked, we have a whole different story. God, for it said me not try, and I was wondering the rest of my life would it had worked. Jesus did it. Elsa did it. He said something like that. So it's on. You can look on site, and you can read the article. That's what it said, that she rise from dead and said something, but she had um meant suicide. They said. It said, did y'all hear about the kids, those kids coming missing, and ATL under the age of 12 or 17? Yeah, I be hearing stuff about that. Like, I've been hearing about the human trafficking and stuff down there in Atlanta. It's a lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. Atlanta is not the same anymore. I heard a lot what's going on in Atlanta, and it's not only just kids in Atlanta are missing. It's also kids missing in Ohio. It's kids missing in Texas, Houston, Texas. It's happening everywhere now. And that's why I say you gotta be close to your kids. You gotta hold their hand. Don't let them run around to the store by themselves or nothing like that. And it's sad that you have to um you have to watch your kids every move they make, and then especially about these cell phones. When the girl had killed her cousin over a phone, you gotta be careful with letting these kids have their phones. They be talking to on the phone, and you don't know they have an app and all this stuff. You have to be careful with these kids doing nowadays. You have to watch where they every move on the phone. They going outside, or you know what I'm saying. Don't send them to no store nowhere. Do none of that. Okay, you got it. It came across that yesterday. Okay, Miss Betty, I'm glad that you shared that with me. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff be going on. Say I be watching true crime, and the stuff is wild. Yeah, that true crime, it will tell you a lot going on too. Yeah, it will let you know a lot of stuff going on. Like it's sad and it's crazy that we live in a world, and it's weird people in it. Okay, so it said a Catholic school teacher arrested after being accused of sending sexual explicit pictures to a 14-year-old. This is crazy. It said a 14-year-old student. It said that the school teacher was sending inappropriate pictures to a 14-year-old student. The 24-year-old teacher named and Ashley Pennon was approached ahead after an investigation revealed she was using Snapchat to talk to students and sent sexually inappropriate photos to one student. And it said that the New York Post, it said officials told the Catholic Nuns of Winston about the accounts, and they followed in full. Now they do an investigation on this lady. This lady is wild. Like, why would you send naked pictures to a 14-year-old? And then you gotta be careful of hiring these teachers too. Like they need to start checking these folks' backgrounds and before you get to them. That's what they said, be the mind. They said that she was sending pictures to a 14-year-old, sexual photos of herself on Snapchat. This is weird. This is so weird. It says she facing charges including a sexual and endangerment, the wear of the child, and explosion. She is currently in custody after filing the post bail. It said, that's happened at my daughter's high school. It was a female teacher too. It's crazy. What meaning my it happened at your child's school? This is insane. I don't know what's going on in these people's head. Like, if you can't find a man, I mean, can't find a man off the internet. Don't be showing naked pictures and stuff to a kid. That's a child. You supposed to do that. Find a man, a grown man, not no child. That's pedophile. Like these folks sick in the head. That's why I say these folks need to start checking folks' background and what type of history they have. It said that been happening a lot with those teachers lately. Have six kids. Facts, Miss Betty. That's sick. That's really sick. How these folks doing at these teachers and stuff. It's sad. It's really sad and nasty that these kids had to go through these teachers doing all this nasty stuff. And I hope that she stay in jail for a long time. Now, I remember I was telling y'all about they said something about that one of the states said something about sexual offender, sex offender, and they said that they're gonna end up putting them in the chair and kill them or something like that. The people that sex offend and said, yeah, it happened at her school too. That's crazy. They had passed a law, but I don't know if all the states gonna follow up with that. Some people are saying. Let's go to the next topic. Okay, so this lady, she is a fake Psychic. People do some weird stuff. I don't know what. It's not funny. I don't know what's going on with these people. These people are weird. It said completed. I'm sorry, completed Mason the society faking her being a psychic. She scammed people out of $4.2 million. That's a lot of money. 4.2 million. Somebody called her Miss Cleo walking so she can run. This is sad. This lady scammed these people 4.2 million. That's a lot of money. Like people doing scams now. Like I had seen a post yesterday. I was on somebody's post and a lady said, yeah, I can help you with your credit score and help you get in apartments and stuff. So a lady had somebody in the comment had exposed this lady, and they said something about that she scammed her, took ran and took her money. And she said she ain't got no apartment or nothing. See, that's why I said it's scammers on Instagram too, and you have to be careful giving people your information. People say, "Oh, I give you some money off Cash App, and I give you half or whatever, this and that third." And when you send in your information, you don't get the money. That's what I be saying. People gotta learn how to stop giving people your information, especially your Cash App information. You don't never give nobody your information because people can take off and run with your information, and it's gonna be hard for you to it's gonna be hard for you to get that situation. And it said they need to remove credit score from when applying for an apartment. You absolutely right, Miss Minima. They really do, because the credit score, I don't see why they need to use a credit score for. They use a credit score for a car, they use a credit score for an apartment, and credit score is like your information. You know what I'm saying? It shows everything. It shows that you're not paying on certain things, and it shows a lot. You know what I'm saying? It shows your medical records, all that you ain't been paying on them. And I think they need to take that out. I don't think the department should have looking at people credit scores, because it's hard to get an apartment nowadays, and they looking at people credit scores. It said your credit score shows how trustworthy to pay your debts back. Right? It said because it shows if you pay your bills, bruh. Okay. I think rental history, job history, maybe how much you make. Yeah, it shows that too, but I mean, I think I agree with Minima too. I think that they need to take that away, that credit score. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for people getting in apartments and stuff. And then when they look at your credit score, they'll tell you how much you gotta pay when you have to pay for the security deposit. You know what I'm saying? And like, say if your credit score is 520 or something like that, you gotta pay more for a security deposit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a terrible idea to remove credit score when applying for rent. I mean, you trusting those people to live in your property. I mean, I don't. I mean, I trust people living in property, but I think they need to remove it to me, because it's kind of hard for people getting an apartment. It said, now if I'm looking to deal with someone and someone come and say, hey, this person don't this person don't pay they ish, I wouldn't want to go into business establishment with them. Yeah. It said, hey, have you all I'm trying to read the chat. It said, hey, have you heard about the apartment company asking for your cash out before? I ain't never heard of that, but me personally, when I pay my rent, I use the app. I don't use no what's that money order. Now people use money order when they pay their rent and stuff, and then two, you have to be careful with these people in the office too when it comes to paying your rent, because people do take your money and then they'll say, oh, you haven't paid your rent. Now this actually happened to somebody for real. And somebody was paying, all the complex people had paid their rent. Come and find out they got a notice saying that they finna get evicted. And that's crazy. That's sad. I'd rather pay it online than instead of giving them money orders. It said removing credit scores. Hold on. I'm trying to read this. Why is it? Okay, here it go. It said removing credit checks and adding the other things I mentioned: criminal history, background checks, fingerprints. I mean, they can do the background checks and stuff like that, but the credit score, I think they need to remove that. The credit score, the background, they can do that, but the credit score, I think they should move that because it's it's hard to get an apartment nowadays when your credit score is very low. They want to see what my gonna have on her cash out. I never heard of this. It's something not right with that. Something not right with that. I ain't never heard that in years. I ain't never heard that you give someone cash to pay their rent. That sound like a scam to me. Somebody's trying to scam your daughter. That's what it seemed like to me. I don't think your daughter should do that. I think that she needs to talk to someone about that because something ain't adding up right with that. Because I ain't never heard giving cash to somebody to pay their rent. Now I heard that you can pay your rent with a check or yeah, a money order, but I ain't never heard of no that you paying rent with cash. I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, that's something ain't right with that. Unless she is she staying in a house or apartment. If you don't mind me asking, you said credit check should not be. Hey, boy, stop capping. What's good? That's insane. Yeah, credit check shouldn't be on there either. Yeah, you right, Minima. If you own a property, you would rather want to rent your apartment out to someone with a low credit score or someone who actually pay their bills. Yeah, people, it said yes, I would rent to a low credit score person if they rent history and criminal history and stuff. Facts minimum. I think that's good too of doing that because either way it go, like if they, I mean, okay, people do pay they rent. Some people don't, but it's not their fault that they is behind on their medical bills. Medical bills doesn't have nothing to do with paying your rent. I got medical histories on my damn credit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That don't have nothing to do with that. If you got stuff on, if you got medical bills on your credit score, that should not affect you getting an apartment. I don't care what nobody say. Now, if you not paying, now if you paying your it's never difficult for me because I got apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in my apartment 5 years, so I ain't never had no problem experience of that. Now my credit score was low back then, but my shit went up. So it's other ways you can pay your. It's other ways you can make your credit score go up. People don't notice it. You can go to Chime. You can go to other sources to build your credit up. Go look it up. You can it's other ways you can build your credit up. If you can't pay your bills, how I'm supposed to trust you to pay the bills that you owe me? I mean, it's a lot of, I'm gonna be for real, it's a lot of landlords. Some landlords don't care about your credit score being five or 600 credit score. They don't care about that. Long that you pay your bills on time, your rent. First off, they're gonna ask you where your last apartment that you were staying in. They're gonna check your background. They're gonna check what apartment that you stay with, what landlord and all that. They're gonna ask all of that. To myself, I had breast cancer and my mother and life is real. I didn't have anything, but I paid my bills. I reached out to places for help, especially after surgery. I'm sorry to hear that, Minima. I didn't know you went through that. Do you have a place? I mean, do you have an apartment, a place to stay? If you don't mind me asking. Facts, yeah. But my thing is, some landlords they don't care about a credit score because when I first moved in my apartment, my credit score was 600. It still was 600. One minute it was five, and then it went back up. You know what I'm saying? And I only had to pay security deposit 350. Now it's depend on the landlord. It's depend on the landlord who you can the trust depend on because some landlord don't care about no credit score. They only thing they care about is you paying your rent. Is you gonna pay your rent on time? If you're gonna pay your light bill and all that stuff, they cares about that. They don't care about you have a medical record on your record. I mean on your credit score. They don't care about that. They cares about can you afford your rent. It's people. It's not renting can't get rent because they so behind on their rent and people tell lies about they about their job history. You get what I'm saying? People be making fake check stubs and all that stuff to get in the apartment. It's a lady right now on Facebook going around here talking about um how can I get apartment a three times rent apartment? She owed the apartment $1,400 and she trying to get back in and somebody else was saying so you better get an apartment with a fake check stud and you got to be careful doing that check stud too. You have to be careful with that using fake check studs and stuff that could come to bite you behind. So you got to be careful what you're doing. It said yes, we have lived there about 8 years, and before that it was 3 years. I paid my rent. Well, you good, Miss Mima. If you paid your rent, long as you pay your rent, you straight. You know what I'm saying? You straight. Long that you pay your rent, it said there were other women who couldn't do anything but pay their rent, couldn't pay their credit cards and all the other crap. I heard their stories. Facts minimize and that's what I'm trying to tell these people. They do these some of these landlords do not care about what you got on your credit score. They don't care if you miss a phone bill or or your medical records and all that. They don't care about that. They care if you're gonna pay your rent on time. That's all they care about. They don't care about that other stuff on your credit score. They care about is you gonna pay that rent. They about their money. One thing about these landlords, they care about their money. Now, if you behind on your rent for 3 months, 3 months or 4 months, they're gonna get your behind out of there. It's up to the landlord to make decision. It's up to the landlord. You got to know that landlord. Now, if you don't know the landlord or whatever, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's other people out here is having a hard time getting an apartment because they got evicted. That's the problem. Now, if you got eviction on your credit, that's coming as an issue. But as of right now, if you don't have no no eviction on your credit or none of that, then you good. But if you got that on your credit score, they would not give you apartment. I don't care what nobody say. They would not give you apartment if you got um if you got that on your record on your credit score. They not gonna give you no apartment. So if you got about 4 or 5 evictions, they not gonna trust you. Now, some landlords they'll give you, like, say if you got one eviction, they'll give you a second chance. But if you got about 4 or 5 evictions, they're not going to give you apartment. So you're going to have to wait the 7 years. And sometimes these landlords or these apartment complexes, they want their money back. I mean, they want their money that you owe them. So it is what it is. You have to wait and how much you have to pay for the apartment. Whatever you miss that payment, if you haven't paid in years, that's gonna be on your record for a long time. So I suggest you to pay your rent, keep your rent paid. Now I don't understand. I'm glad that we is talking about this subject because I don't understand why people get into these apartments and they know that they can't afford, and then they sit there, and by the time they get eviction, if you know that you cannot pay your rent, you need to get out of there before they evict you. And that's why evictions be on your credit, on your record, because you're not leaving the premises. You stand there you need to let them know that you're moving. If I'm depending on the landlord, also, they tell you to write a note. They'll give you, sometimes they'll give you a 60-day notice. If you agree to the landlord, and the landlord agreed to you to write a statement saying that, hey, I'm fit to move in 30 days, or can you give me 60 days for me to move out of here before they take you to court. Some people just wait and sit there to take them to court to try to fight it. You can't fight it with the landlord because the judge is going to pick the landlord side than the tenant. You get what I'm saying? So people need to be mindful when it's time for you to move, and they saying that they give you a note on the door and say, ma'am, you haven't been paying your rent in 3 months or 4 months, and we're gonna have to evict you. And they have to do it in written or letter, whatever the apartment or landlord would do. That's what they do. It said the one thing the people need to go to stop leaving home so early and stack their money. My daughter can stay with me as long as she needed. Facts minimize exactly. And people need to stop leaving so early. Like, it's not easy getting an apartment. It's not easy. And I'm gonna be for real. When I was in my early 20s, I was staying with my people back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, it was hard for me to get an apartment back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. It's not easy. People think it's easy. It's really not. They go by your credit score. They go by. I mean, now if you ain't never got an apartment, it's not gonna be hard for you to hop in an apartment. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't never had one before, it'll be your first time. They always give the easy person, um the ones that never got apartment before, they get in there quicker than somebody been in an apartment before. You get what I'm saying? Stack your money quietly and try to get the least shoes and hair and stack up money, save. Exactly, meaning my you got to save your money. And people don't realize it. People like to buy clothes and shoes and stuff. And they be telling us, I'm ready to move and all this stuff, and then you wonder why people be picking on people in your 30s. They be like, oh, she still stay with her mom and dad because she not saving her money. They up here buying these Gucci purses and stuff. And I saw people with kind of these people, because a man said that I bet you 5 out of these 30-year-olds still stay with their mom and daddy. But they can't help that. Some people have to stay with their mom and daddy because they got felony on their record. Landlords is not gonna move you if you got a bad record on your shit. Okay? I'm just gonna make it clear. You is not gonna get no apartment, no house, nowhere if you got a felony on your record. You have to get somebody to co-sign you apartment if they want to co-sign. And sometimes the co-signer, they can take that risk and they can get in trouble for moving a felony person into their building. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be careful with that also. You have to be careful moving somebody in your apartment and you co-signing for someone, because you could get in trouble for that also. So be mindful what you do. Like, just be like, hey, I don't want to co-sign with you because I don't want to get in trouble. You get in trouble for that, for co-signing apartment to somebody that's a felon. They don't want no felon person in their home or their apartment. Just keeping the book. Now I understand people don't want to stay in the hotel, but that's just your best option, to stay in the hotel, because you can't get no apartment, you got a felony. You can't get no house, you got a felony. That's your best option. Just get a roomy home with someone, get a roomy house or a hotel, or you can get one of them Airbnbs if they let you get an Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said I had an employee. I'm trying to get this thing off of here. I'm trying to read y'all comments. And it's okay. It said I had an employee who had no debit because he stayed with his family and drove an old car. This young man had no children and work. He had no debt, no debit, no debt. That's good. He don't have a debt, but did he able to get an apartment, Miss Minimum, or a home? Was he able to get in the statement of to get what he need to be? I mean, people have good credit. Some people don't. Some people do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you have to be mindful that you have to be careful moving people in your home, you know what I'm saying? Because like, it's some landlords don't even know that they move somebody that, I mean, some landlords don't check backgrounds. Now you got private landlords, some of them they'll check their background and some of them don't check their background. You get what I'm saying? And these landlords, they out of fault too, because they move somebody they don't know, you know what I'm saying? Especially these private landlords. I'm not talking about the highest landlord. I'm talking about the private ones. Like, if you stay in a landlord's property that owns apartment, like a little mini complex, like a condo, a home, or something like that. Sometimes these landlords don't check their background, but some of these landlords now checking folks' background because of the person's history. You get what I'm saying? And apartments are high nowadays. Now they very high. They about it's on the pen, like some on like 1,400 a month, 1,500 a month. It's a lady said that she stayed in the A, and she's saying that her one bedroom was 1,800 a month, and she said something about the apartment was very small, very small. And I was like, what is small? And she trying to find something big for her. And so that's what happened. So she ended up finding something else, and it was 1,400 a month to $2,000 a month. It said no, he decided to stay at home with his family till he figured it out. He was about 25 the last time I saw him, and he had started school. I was so proud of him for trying to be responsible, specimen my, and that's good that he went to school and he's trying to get himself together. And I hope that he can able to get an apartment. And so if he don't got no debt, now he probably got good credit. Now, like I was telling y'all before, that people don't care about your. I mean, like I said, the landlord don't care about your credit score. They care about if you're gonna pay rent on time. Long that you don't have eviction notice on your record, nothing like that, or have court documentations, whatever, you good to go. But if you got all that on your record, they is not gonna move you into their property. Now, some in the A, they have a second. They said they have a second chance for a person to get in an apartment in the A. Um, if the you can look on a website, and this lady, she be talking about it. She's from Atlanta, whatever. She said that people looking for apartment, that if you have eviction history of 4 years, or it can't be recently, it got to be 4 or 5 years or something, she had said they'll give you a second chance. But if you had one recently, you're not gonna able to get in there. You get what I'm saying? And like it's hard to get in. Like I told you, it's hard to get in apartments, it's hard to get in homes, and especially if you trying to rent a home, they want your credit score at least by 700 or in the six. Like six, probably like 690 or 685 is on the pen on the landlord. You know what I'm saying? Because Zulu, they'll tell you, the Zulu app will tell you what kind of credit score your credit should be. You get what I'm saying? But people need to be mindful that you can build your credit score. People just don't notice that. You can build your credit score. Like you could go to Chime. It's another bank company that you could also build your credit. It's other ways you can build your credit. You know what I'm saying? So don't never be ashamed and be like, dang, I can't build my credit. How can I get my credit back up? You know what I'm saying? Like it's other way you get your credit score back up. So get with Chime, guys. One thing about Chime is a lifesaver. Get with Chime. Please get with Chime. They will help you get your credit score back up. They have a credit, at least like a little credit card, and it's green. And it tells you you can spend it at the store, and it be your credit, go to credit karma, and you could see that your credit score had went up. My credit score had went up. You know what I'm saying? Mine was in the fives. It's not in the fives anymore. It's in six now. But when I first got into my apartment, my credit score was six something. And my landlord, she is so sweet. She's a sweetheart. She blessed me, helped me get in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful for her for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to get an apartment nowadays. It really is. It's not easy. It's on the depend on the landlord. If you got a landlord that's mean and nasty, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, credit better. That's what that is. It's a credit builder. Go with Chime. Chime is the best bank ever. I don't care nobody say. People say, "Oh, credit Chime is not a good bank." Yes, it is because they help with your credit score. They will help your credit score. You can also pay your credit credit builder with with your light bill. There is a green little card. They have that you can pay your bills. You can pay your rent with it. You can pay your light bill with it, your gas, whatever with it. Your credit score is going to go up. So please take my advice. Go get your Chime account. Go get you a credit builder, a credit card. It's a debit credit card, and they're gonna help you with your credit. You can talk to them over the phone, and they will explain to you what you need to do, how to apply and all that stuff. So please get with credit builder, get your credit built, okay? So don't worry about all the other stuff about how can I get an apartment because my because I got a medical bill on my credit. No, they don't care about that. Some of these landlords do not care about that. They don't affect you to get an apartment. Only way it affects you get an apartment if you got evictions. That's all they care about. They don't care about if you behind on your lights or whatever. They worry about can you pay your rent on time. That's all they care about. They don't care about you have all that other stuff on your credit. They cares about is you gonna pay that rent. That's all they care about. I've been having medical bills all my life on my credit, and I ain't paid on it, and I'm still not gonna damn pay on it. So I'm just telling y'all for advice. Like don't let nobody tell y'all what y'all can't do. You always gotta believe in yourself and don't never give up. You know what I'm saying? Don't never give up. Always believe in yourself. And like, how can I do this? You always talk to somebody that know what they talking about or what they doing. You don't never listen to somebody else because they sometimes that person don't know what they talking about. You get what I'm saying? So teach to its own. Like get from somebody else to know they talking about. I've done that, been there before. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting apartments and all that stuff in my name and stuff. I didn't have to get no co-signer. I didn't have to do none of that because when you get a co-sign and all that stuff, that co-signer has to be in that apartment with you. You get what I'm saying? But if they ask where is the co-signer person or whatever, they ask a question. So that's why I said that you don't want to be a co-signer with somebody because you're gonna be responsible if they tearing and damaging in your property. You get what I'm saying? You have to explain to the landlord. You got to explain to the office where I did not know this would happen and in the home and all that stuff. You got to explain. So be careful who you co-sign it. Now, if you co-sign it with your child, but if you co-sign somebody that you don't know, don't do it. Do not do it. Do not co-sign somebody that you don't know. I don't care if it's a job, friend related to you. I mean, friend, whoever that they relate to you, that's fine. But if you don't know this person from a can of worm, don't do it. Don't put yourself in that predicament because you the one gonna be coming out the pocket, and you got to explain. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to the next topic, guys. Y'all got me talking about this. It's okay. Because ain't nothing wrong giving advice. Ain't nothing wrong to talk to your people. Facts me in my it is co-signing is a bad idea. It is because you're responsible for it. Just like say you get in a hotel for somebody. And you know these hotels you gotta be 20 you gotta be 21 now to get in the hotel now. They stopped the age of 18. You can't even get no hotel age 18 anymore. You have to wait until you get in the hotel till you 21. They stopped that because they feel like these teenagers tearing up stuff. I'm surprised that these apartment these landlords letting these people get into apartment, but like you get a hotel and you sign your name on it, that's like co-signing to me. You end up signing that and then you come and find out they broke everything in that hotel. You gonna be responsible because you know why? They the one got your ID. They the one got all that. So you got to be careful co-signing with people. You get what I'm saying? Now, if it's a family relative, that's cool. But sometimes the family relative, they'll mess up your shit too. You get what I'm saying? Excuse my French. I'm sorry for cussing on here. But I'm just being real. Sometimes they do that too. So I better trust my own family member than trust a stranger. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful co-signing apartment to someone or whatever because you're gonna be responsible for those damages. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be responsible, not them. You are because you the one signed up for them, and they the one tearing up stuff that they not supposed to be doing. Because the first thing they gonna say, well, man, why would you have this person in the home and you not there? You get what I'm saying? You have to explain to those people. Then they're gonna sue you, and then they're gonna take you to court and sue you. They're gonna try to sue you more money. Ain't no telling how much they're gonna sue you for. Probably like four, five, $6,000 that you don't barely got. So you have to be careful signing people. You know what I'm saying? And then I understand that people be trying to get apartment, but don't try. I understand people trying to move out their parents' home and all that stuff. I get it, but you still have to be careful co-signing because you're gonna be responsible. And then if that person get evicted, it's gonna be on your record. It's not gonna be on their record. It's gonna be on your record because you moved someone that you felt like they was going to pay the rent and they didn't pay the rent. This lady going around here bugging on Facebook talking about how can I find another place? You really think these folks will give you another apartment and you got to pay $1,400 that you did not pay, and you trying to do a fake check stub? They're gonna look at that. They're gonna make something not right here because why do you have to pay $1,400 but you trying to get a three times the rent? They're gonna look at that. So be careful what you do. You know what I'm saying? So somebody was telling her, I advise you just to move out. You know what I'm saying? Don't just wait until you get an eviction notice. You know what I'm saying? You want to avoid that before you get eviction notice. You know what I'm saying? People gotta think smart. People gotta think out the box. Now, God forbid, if I was in that predicament, and if my landlord said that, hey, you haven't been paying rent for 6 months or 7 months or whatever, and I'm just sitting here, I'm like, damn, I should have been moved. It's now I got a damn eviction notice, and it's hard to find an apartment somewhere in the home to get it when you have eviction. Sometimes the landlord give you a chance, and sometimes they won't. They'll turn you away. It's people out here right now staying in these hotels because they don't have no place to go and they got evicted. You don't want that on. Trust me, you don't want that on your record because once that's on your record, it's gonna be hard for you to get a house, get in houses and all that stuff. Now I don't know about being in the projects. I ain't never stayed in a project day in my life. I ain't never moved none, and I would never will. And I'm not knocking nobody staying in the project. Ain't nothing wrong with staying there, but you got to do what you got to do for your family, your kids and stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said, that you have to be careful co-signing. You got to be careful who you um who you get your homes to and all that. Now, if I was a landlord, you know what I'm saying, I would take a chance and be like, hey, okay, I give this person a chance if they got one eviction. But if you got three, four, five evictions on your record, I'm not gonna fit you in because I don't know if you're gonna pay or any or not. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trust people to move in your stuff. You know what I'm saying? People just you just can't move anybody and expect for them to, you know what I'm saying, pay anything, whatever, but that's what it is. You gotta be careful. You have to be careful. And it's a lot of scamming going on. People scamming, people doing fake check stubs now. And I don't know why people doing that. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with these people when you know what I'm saying? Like be honest with these people why you couldn't pay your rent, and you know what I'm saying? They'll understand, but at the same time they don't care. You know, they want you out they home. They want you out. And that's what they meant. Cause it's a lady I was looking on YouTube, and this lady she had a nasty attitude with the landlord. He told me, so all this roach infected and this and that. She was giving those people a hard time. Like the man said that let her talk, let her talk, let her do her thing because she was getting mad. Like she said, she been in that house for 10 years. She said she couldn't even pay the $600, and her rent was 600. Imagine that if you paid $600, that's a blessing. Paying $600, but if you paying $1,700 a month or whatever, people saying, oh, that's not too much. It might not be too much for you, but it could be too much for others. You get what I'm saying? Because people trying to get a live in and do what they have to do for their family. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sleep in the street, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know if I had said this before, but they have I don't know who this is. But like I was saying, guys, like you have to be careful who you stand with. I'm losing our track, y'all. My bad. Let me see what yeah, but like I was saying though, like this lady, she was getting an attitude with the landlord and saying that we had roaches and I had roaches and all stuff, and she couldn't pay the 600. Like it's a blessing that you paying $600 and not paying. But she said that the job that she was working at, it was a part time, and she couldn't get no full time or whatever. So she said she had to do what she had to do. You know what I'm saying? But they ended up evicting her because she couldn't pay the rent. You know? Are you just kidding? No, you're good. You're fine. Okay, y'all. So Chris Brown is back in trouble again, y'all. So, Chris Brown and his crew is being accused of allegedly brutal beating up several men at his concert. What do y'all guys think about Chris Brown? Now, Chris Brown was doing good at the time, but now he's back at it again. Like, I don't understand why Chris Brown is trying to get back in that situation again, and he was going good for a minute. Like I don't know what's going on with these celebrities, but they said that if a man is still in critical condition, he's still in the hospital according to the media. They say that he is hospitalized, and look like Chris Brown gonna be in legal trouble. He might go to jail. Yeah, Chris Brown always be in trouble all the time. He always do, and like people were saying that him and Ursha had got into it or whatever, but at the end of the day, Chris Brown and Ursha said nothing happened between those two. So I really don't know. But Chris Brown do need to be in rehab. They said that Chris Brown was a drug addict. Now I really don't know. They say he be popping pills or he be on that coke and all this other stuff. And I don't tell what these other celebs be doing, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. So I believe Chris Brown is doing something, you know what I'm saying, because he always getting in trouble. Like he was doing good for a minute, but now he's right back at it again. So I'm not surprised what they just came out with the situation with Chris Brown. Like I don't know. I really don't know, guys. But what I'm gonna say, I don't know. Do I have another topic for y'all guys? Okay, I got one more. It said a man saved from the bottom of a 40-foot pipe said he had no idea how he got there. How in the hell you don't know you got there? I just wish Chris the best. He is so yeah. Chris Brown is very talented. He is. He very talented person. They're sometimes cover for each other, then even they don't like each other because of their reaction. Facts. Chris is talent though. Yeah, Chris Brown, he's definitely talent, but at the same time, Chris Brown don't know how to Chris Brown don't know how to settle. I mean, don't know how to settle down and sit down somewhere. Like, get your life together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to ruin your career. People gave Chris Brown a chance at the chance at the chance at the chance. Now I don't know if his I mean, is his career gonna be over this time? I don't know, but he's not the only celebrity getting into stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the only person. It's other celebrities. They be getting DUIs. They be getting get caught with drugs, being in the game and all that stuff. Like, it's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So we can't only just put everything on Chris Brown because all the celebrities doing the same thing. They get away with stuff. Sometimes they'll get away with stuff. Now, the baby, he's on probation. He had knocked somebody. He's on probation. So he can't have no weapons around him or none of that. So he gotta be on his best behavior. One mistake, he's out the door. He's going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Now they said that Blueface supposed to be getting out. I don't know when Blueface getting out. Him and Christian, I don't know. But I remember when he was younger, chilling with Brandy LOL. Yeah, he was. But Chris Brown also used to hang with Jamie Foxx because I remember Jamie Foxx said that he knew him when he was young. So, but I don't know what's got into Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will tick. I understand people will tick you off. They'll get mad. Whatever people do will piss you off. Like, it's a lady now. I don't know if y'all heard about this story. Now, Chris Brown got a stalker also. This girl was close to his house. Somebody said that, dang, she's close to his house. She was close to his house. She was hanging with some lady, and they was playing checkers, whatever the hell they was doing in the background. And this lady still stalking Chris Brown to this day. She's stalking the dancers. She's stalking him, saying that she was gonna do something to Chris and his dancers. That's what is that? That's what they say. It said it's actually said some people come from all those backgrounds and you finally make it, and then they mess it up. Facts. That's meaning my, and that's the crazy thing. Like, y'all got all this money and y'all going around here ruining it. Y'all got careers that people depend on y'all, especially your family, not just on depending on you, but you have good careers and you trying to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Be Pacific. Be for real. Why would you mess up your whole entire career over somebody? Sometimes you have to just ignore. I understand it takes you off. And I think Chris Brown, I don't know what his sign is. I don't know if he's a Pisces or a Taurus. I'm not for sure. But Chris Brown just need to relax, and he needs to stay focused on his kids and his career. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown just need to cut it out. That's all I can say. That he needs to cut it out. I don't know why Chris Brown always get himself in trouble. Like, Then he was beefing with Quavo, but him and Quavo they not beefing right now, but they was earlier this year. He had did a diss song of Quavo, but it's just too much. Because people will mess up their career. If somebody messed up their career to this day, they can't even come back from that. What's that lady name? She be cooking and stuff, and she said a bad word that she not supposed to be saying, and she can't even get her career back. Now she do on YouTube and stuff. She cook and stuff, but she messed up her whole career. That's why I be saying like they took all her stuff down. Like she had like cooking pots and she had all kind of stuff. I don't think y'all remember her. I think her name Paula Medine or something like that. But she lost her career because she said something out her mind that she ain't supposed to be saying. It's quick ways that you can lose your career saying stupid stuff or doing stuff stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like people make a lot of money. Let people talk and keep moving. Don't let others mess up what you got going on in life. Facts, Betty. Exactly. Facts. Don't. Exactly. And people don't realize that. Like, let these people talk. Let them folks hate. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the money floating for you and your family. Don't let them people get on your skin. You know what I'm saying? You can still build it back up, but at the same time, your main career, your main income, don't mess that up. But I hope that Chris Brown don't lose his career. But he had been getting in a lot of trouble stuff, but people trying to cancel Chris Brown for the longest. You know what I'm saying? They trying to cancel him. They trying to stop his bad. But Chris Brown did do he did do some concerts and he did got a lot of $1 million off his tours. But now this came out, now he gonna have to pay now. And then at first they said somebody he had to pay taxes. They ain't said nothing else about that. So Chris Brown he been in the woods lately. Um, who else? And now they talking about Cardi B. Like Cardi B, I don't know what to say about her at this point. Like Cardi B getting into mess. And some YouTuber went off on her about Cardi B, and she also getting mad about people saying about her marriage and stuff. Like you got to learn how to ignore. Just ignore. You know, people gonna talk. People gonna talk. People gonna hate. You know, just let these folks talk. You gotta move forward, and you gotta stay humble. You gotta learn how to, what I'm saying, how to deal with stuff, especially in the internet. Some people don't know how to deal with internet stuff, and like I was telling people that if you're not that strong minded, internet is not for you. People gonna talk. People gonna criticize you. People criticize Jesus. People criticize. You have to learn how to ignore. You have to learn how to stay humble. You got to learn how to take the heat when these people coming for you on social media. It don't have to be just YouTube. It could be Instagram. It could be TikTok. It could be all that. Peach Battaglia get bashed every day, and she chunked these folks off. But I remember, and I'm glad we speaking about this. My Regine, Lil Wayne daughter, she said that she stopped responding to people because she said that people would catch her in the street one day, and she said she don't want to go back and forth with these people because one thing about it, internet is dangerous. It is a dangerous game. You have to be careful what you say to people on this internet because people do get hurt from behind this. People get hurt or whatever, and you have to learn how to stay humble. Like this person's not worth it. Why I'm going to be arguing back and forth with this person, and I'm not going to keep going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand it's a platform. You get what I'm saying? It's a platform. Yes, it is. But if somebody keep targeting your character, I get it. You had a right to take up for yourself because people do tell lies on you. People will say anything, and some people believe it, and some people don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And people trying to get on your skin because they know that they be like, okay, she weak or he weak because he keeps saying the same thing, or he must be scared of me or something. You have to learn how to let that go. Let it go. It's not worth it because if you see that person in the street, they gonna be like, oh, I remember you doing all this rah 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 talk. Oh, you the person that said something about my mama. You the person it is it's a back and forth thing. Like you have to let that person go. Sometimes you can block that person. You don't have to let nobody talk to you on your platform, your Instagram, or whatever. Peach Battaglia get backlash all the time. She be cussing me folks out. She don't be caring. But Peach Battaglia can't fight. She can't fight. She can't do none of that. I understand that people piss you off, but you can't be going off on people any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because Peach retired, she know when to say stuff, and then she'll back away or she'll let you have it. You know what I'm saying? But Peach retired, she just go off. But people trying to tell people tired, Peach, that's not the way how you do it. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like humble yourself. Like when she be talking about people be homeless and all that stuff, and I understand that she get mad and people get on her skin, but that's not how it goes. Sometimes you gotta let that go. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody get on your skin or whatever. That go. Let it go. Block them or let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like don't keep letting nobody keep saying the same thing and you know it's not true. People gonna keep saying the same thing because they miserable as hell. They don't got nothing to do. They want you to be miserable with them. They hate the fact that you happy and they not happy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta ignore people and you know what I'm saying, just move forward. Like don't let nobody keep talking ish on the internet about you. Just block their ass. That's how you do it. Just block. It's a block. It's a reason why it's a block. You block them. Don't keep going back and forth because it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's what people be telling people tired. You gotta stop. Don't respond. You know. But you know, people tired. She's getting it though. You know what I'm saying? She's getting it, and she not letting these people get to her, but she's still gonna snap. And like I said, ain't nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying, taking up for yourself, but at the same time, just let it go. Just let it go. Okay, so Chris Brown and Yada Breeze is reported hit with 50 million lawsuit after. So I did not know. Wow, this just popped up. So they saying that Chris Brown and Yellow Breeze is reported hit with 50 million. That's a lot of money. 50 million of a lawsuit for the meet and greet. They did a meet and greet. They said 50 million for losing the fight. What happened to the game I love? Somebody had said that. I don't know. So Chris Brown might be going to jail, y'all. Him and Breathing. They might be going to jail. They said a man suing Chris Brown for 50 million for assault that said he dealt Chris Brown up and told him good show, but Chris encouraged, reminding him they had beef back in the day. Wow. People do bring up the past, and I mean, I really don't know. I mean, people gonna have beef in back in the day, but sometimes you gotta forgive a person. But I don't know why Chris Brown do that. You know, I don't know why Chris Brown beat the man up. They said he was beefing with the guy back in the day. Oh wow. One thing about Instagram, they gotta give all these stories out. They would tell you all these stories. They're gonna give you tea. They is gonna give you tea, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, before we get out, is Cap going on live today? Anybody know? Do Cap and Tane going on live today? I don't want to miss their live because if she's going on live, then I need to get off of here. Do y'all know? Anybody? Oh yeah, Royalty, she just dropped a video, guys. Y'all go check out Royalty. She just dropped the video with Fashion Nova. Yep, she just dropped a video today, guys, with Fashion Nova. Y'all go check her out. Life with Royalty. Oh, that's a pretty picture. Yep, guys. So what do y'all think about the Trump and Kamala Harris and the presidential? Y'all leave a comment about that. About do y'all think Obama them is coming back? Leave a comment, or you don't have to leave a comment. Leave a like. Um, oh, excuse me. What I'm finna say before I get off of here? I think I got one more. I think I got one more. I'm not for sure. I think I got one more before we get out of here. They said something about NBA YoungBoy. Did y'all heard about him? It said NBA YoungBoy fans flooded viral court hearing with free YB chats forcing judge to postpone the trial. And he been in jail for a good minute. He was out, but he came back because NBA YoungBoy he had drugs and they caught him with the drugs, so that's why he back in jail. So ain't no telling when he gonna get out. I really don't know. Okay, guys. Then I got one more topic. It said Kim Barrett apologized to the LQBTQ community. We must sincerely online due to work embrace all of God's people. So she apologized to the LGBT community. What do y'all guys think? This is why. Now I did talk about on my chat. I think that was yesterday when I went on live about the church situation. And I remember y'all was saying that church is not the same no more. Church is not the same no more. But I don't understand why they discussing about the gays and all this stuff. We need to be talking about what's in the Bible and about God. We don't need to be criticizing nobody, talk about people and stuff. Like I don't understand why these churches is criticizing people. And I mean if they wanna be, who, that's on them. We can't judge them. They want to be that. They gotta talk up with God with that. You get what I'm saying? So, but anyway, guys, I'm finna get off of here. It's nice talking to y'all guys on this Monday. And who's going on live? Do y'all know who going on live today? Do y'all know? I don't know who's going on live. Then I keep looking. I'm trying to look at my chat, and then it said, "Oh, damn, I really like her too." It was sometimes about the rain. Yeah, that's about it too. Is Cap going on live, y'all? I don't judge. Right? Yeah, exactly. You don't judge at all. Like people be judging. Somebody said, "Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you, whoever you are. Nice to meet you too." Um, you don't know he going on live for sure. He might. Okay, yeah, I don't know he's going on live. Do you know it's Tane going on live? Do y'all know? Hey, Tane, is you going on live today? Huh? Is you going on live? But yeah, I don't judge either because I mean I don't know why the church is always talking about the gay community, but she's a gospel music singer, and she's a pastor. And who else trying to be a pastor? Kiki Wine is trying to be a pastor. She said something about she was gonna get a church and that the gay community, all of them to come to the church. Okay, you're not for sure yet? Okay. And that's what they said that she supposed to be doing a church. But I ain't never seen Kiki Wine preach or anything. Now she could sing now. I ain't gonna lie. She could sing. She sing her butt off. Now I give you that. She can sing. But I ain't never seen her preach before. But Tane, I'm glad you made it in the chat. Did you heard about they said something about they might bring Obama back to be the president? I don't think you heard that. They thinking about bringing him back and Hillary Clinton. If so many people heard and we really gonna pull back on the judgment and just live and love and try to have fun. Facts, facts, me, ma. We have to. That's what I'm saying. We have to have fun. Like people be judgmental and stuff. Like a woman got mad that well she wasn't mad, but she was telling her the reason why people don't go to the club wearing heels because it's too much going on. And she said that you gotta able to run and all that stuff. I used to went to the club back in the day, but I stopped. You would like to? Yeah, yeah, Tanya, go on live today. But that's what they said. They said that what you call it? They trying to get Obama back in office, guys. I don't know, but they said that Kamala Harris supposed to be talking. Now I don't know, but it's a lot of article stuff on there. Who was mad? IA. Who was mad? I don't know who's mad. Is you talking about who was mad? I'm trying to figure out who's mad. Somebody mad at me. Hey, Moni. But yeah, they said that they trying to get them back in office. I don't know. That's what they said. They said they trying to get them back in office. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but y'all need to check that out. They said she supposed to be doing the speech or talk or something like that. I'm trying to find it today on YouTube. And also Royalty, she did drop a video today. Y'all go watch her video. She just dropped a Fashion Over video. Are they you talking about Kimberly Harris? They mad at her, but they said something about she dismissed. That's what they say now. I really don't know. I don't know who IA talking about either. That's what I'm trying to figure out who's AI. Hey Tommy Tom. I don't know who that is either, but that's what they said. They said something about that she might dismiss, and then they said something about that they finna have a contest. I ain't never heard no presidential contest day in my life, especially in 31 years. I ain't never heard of that. I need to fill in, y'all. I'm way behind. No, you can watch the rerun. I mean rerun. But what I was saying, Moni, that they said something about that they want Obama and Michelle Obama back in office. That's what they trying to say. Then they said something about Chuck Schumer. He is one of the, I think, the center of the Democrat or put one of the two. Like I read too much, don't know about much. I know a little something about it, but some of I do know. Now they said that they trying to get them back in office. Then Schumer trying to run president, but somebody said that Chuck Schumer definitely don't need to be in it because they said it took him a long time to pass a bill. Nancy Pelosi just gave her support oh, she did. I didn't know that. I thought that Nancy Pelosi was out the picture. So I guess that she's still working behind the scenes because she was the state of whatever they call that she was doing. Yeah, it's crazy. I really don't know who's gonna be it because they saying that they trying to put somebody that they can could beat Trump in office and all this and that. They really don't want him in office. So they trying to bring back Obama or the Hiltons. But see the Hillary Clinton, if they want to win in the race, they definitely gonna lose and Trump really gonna win. He would go if he wants to if they want to get Hillary Clinton back in office. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember one time when she did do the presidential, she was the first female to win, but she didn't get elected to be the president. You get what I'm saying? So now they trying to think in their mind like, should we get the bombers back? And that's what they trying to say. They trying to get Michelle Obama back in office. But I remember Michelle Obama said that she don't want to be the president of the United States. And I remember she said that a long time ago. And I think Michelle Obama knew that they was going to ask her to become a president if they was to ask her. But I don't think she wants to take that step. You get what I'm saying? But now they thinking about getting the ex President Obama to run again. But this is the crazy thing to me. I ain't never in my 31 plus years that you could bring a president that that ran for 4 years, especially 8 years in office. Get what I'm saying? I ain't never heard this before. And then like I was telling y'all earlier about the project 2025, they were saying somehow it might not be enough selection to win. That's what they saying. So I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So we have to see what's gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got it said we don't need any scandals. Facts, Moni, we definitely don't need no scandals. We definitely do not. And I totally agree with that. So they're trying to find someone in charge. I don't know what's gonna happen. That's why they telling people to go vote. I don't think people are voting like that. They is telling people to vote. I don't think he can serve a third term. But I'm gonna be real with you, Moni. But it's up to the White House. You know what I'm saying? Because the White House, the people who ever run the White House, they the one could make their decision. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not to the people. And even though they want the people that want Trump, but deep down inside, people in the White House do not want Trump back in, because people don't know what's behind it, with this Project 2025, because they said that if he comes back, I mean, if Trump comes back in office, they saying that he's gonna cut everything. Now they said that Trump doesn't know about the Project 2025, but people said that he knows about it. And I remember Kiara had went on live about that part. Kiara and Bob Daddy, they supposed to be doing the video of that. I don't know when Kiara is going on live about that, but she said something about it was a video clip that Trump indeed know about the Project 2025, and he trying to make us seem like we don't know anything. But people saying that we not stupid. They know. So it's a lot of stuff going on when it comes down to the Project 2025. They say there's not enough selections to be in office. And so now they saying that Trump, you know, forget, and then plus I don't even know if they're gonna let Trump in office. You get what I'm saying? Because that's why they trying to bring Obama back in the White House, or here in Clinton. They can do what they want to do. We can't do nothing about that. It's up to the White House to make decisions of that. They can actually do that. If they want to bring Obama back, they can actually bring Obama back. They can also bring any ex president back in if they want to. It's up to the White House. And some people don't notice that. And it is, yeah, it is, Moni, is it really, oh, excuse me, it really is. I remember a man had exposed that about that, and somebody said that he playing a dangerous game here. But how is this man is playing it playing dangerous game? He the one came out and said it out his own mouth how these people are in this election. So everybody already know what's going on with the race and all that stuff. People know, people not stupid. Everybody waking up from it. So it's been going on for years, and it's going to continue still going on for years. It's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like they said, it's going to affect a lot of people, which it is, because if he runs, it ain't gonna be no more food stamp. It's not gonna be no more Medicaid. It's not gonna be no education type, because they already talking about some type of education that to send the kids to a military or something like that. I heard about that. It's deeper what you think of this Project 2025. It's very deep, and people need to really wake up. And you said I'm still on the pumpkin trying to give out shoes for African American votes. Right. I really don't know. who's gonna be running, who's voting. I really don't know because some people said it. Some people is not voting. Some people is, and they said that Trump polls was down. Somebody said that after he got hurt, they said that his views went up. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because people said that it's a some people say it was a setup, like a it was staged when he got hurt or whatever. So it's a lot of especially going on with the presidential. So we really don't know um to be for real. But like I said, that if they want to bring Obama back in office, that would be history because like I said, I never heard this before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard this before that they could bring a ex president that won 8 years in president. I ain't never heard that. I ain't never know that you could bring somebody back after those years. You said I told y'all he was going to use that shooting for sympathy votes. You did say that, Moni. Some people said that. And some people did have said that he was using that for sympathy. And you know what I'm saying? It's sad that people would use stuff to get votes, but it might not work in his favor. You know what I'm saying? It might not work on his favor. So even though he was doing that, but at the same time, these people don't want him to run because they have a fear. And then some people were saying, and I don't too much. Don't want to say too much on this platform. I wish that I could have people phone numbers. I could talk to them over the phone. I better talk on the phone with somebody than speaking on certain stuff on platforms because you have to be careful to talk about topics on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be careful how you use the terms. But they also said that he trying to get us back in the what you call it. That's what they trying to say. They said that he trying to do that S back in the days. And then they trying to get the kids to join the military. It says that we can only hope Kamala Harris wins facts money, but they saying that she doesn't meet the criteria for the presidential. That's why they said Barack Obama's wife, Michelle, to run. But then they talking about they want Obama to come back to be the president again. So we really don't know. But if he wins, we can't speak negative against him or we'll be arrested. Yeah, that can happen. That definitely can happen. Like you can't speak certain things about him. That's why I say that you have to be careful using certain terms, especially when it comes down to him. You get what I'm saying? So it's other ways you have to use different key terms. Yeah, right, Betty. That's what he said. And I couldn't say that. I hope y'all can see Miss Betty message what she just said, but that's what they said. They said he want us back in that. And people said that they was gonna take people's kids from the parents and all that, the board and all that stuff. It's just too much and a lot. I mean, some people is getting their passports and trying to get themselves together because people don't know who's gonna be running. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, they said that Chuck Schumer's trying to run. It's other people trying to run, and there was a lot of people had dropped out the race, and I couldn't understand why people was dropping out the race. It was a woman was running at the time. It was a white lady. It was somebody else. It was another man, and all of them had jumped out, and I couldn't understand why they jumped out the race. And you know what I'm saying, the election is only in November. You know what I'm saying? So now we in July. It's going to be August. So we got September, October. We got about almost 2 more months after that. So we really don't know what the future gonna hold from us. And like I said, we gotta stay prayed up and do what we have to do. But that's what they said. But somebody said it doesn't matter who runs the president because they still trying to get rid of some of those programs. That's what they saying. And then they said something about in 2032 or 33 or 35, something like that. They had said something about that they not trying to reform the Social Security. Then they saying that people that in the generations they might not be getting Social Security. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on about Social Security, Medicaid, food stamp, all that stuff. They're trying to get rid of all that. And I heard they said somebody trying to get rid of Section A, like or the House or whatever they call it. It said the election looks like it's set up. Yeah, and I don't understand why do we have that every year. Like why they just can't keep the president in there for a long time and let the other family run it. You know what I'm saying? Like why we just can't have that. And some people say that we don't need no president. Some people say that we need God. And to be honest, we really don't need no president because the president really can't do nothing for us because the people that's behind it at the White House, they the one controls everything. Except for the president. The president really can't control certain things. So I couldn't understand why we need a president for anyway. And the president really can't do so much as the people that behind the White House that's in charge. Get what I'm saying? So we really don't need no president. Fast money it's not long enough. It's not. It's definitely not long enough. And I wish they did have it long enough, but that's what it seems like. So it's just fast. That's why I said God is my president. Fast money, right? Same here. You know, and a lot of people was kind of upset that Joe Biden had dropped out the presidential race, but Joe Biden is sick and he has COVID. They said that's because they know our children are educating themselves fast. And then the crazy thing about it, even though Joe Biden had dropped out the race, they were saying somebody gonna end TikTok. So do y'all think they still gonna keep TikTok or they gonna end TikTok? Whoever be the president? Because I don't know, but I mean, like I said again, the president really don't have they don't have all the say so. It's only long and overdue if Trump is in that chair. Fact, exactly. But they really don't want him in there. They don't want that man in there. They said it's not gonna be enough elections wins. That's what they said on Project 2025. So we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't have a choice, but I mean, if that do come to that, I don't know what's going to happen for the near future for us. You know what I'm saying? Especially people around the world. Like this lady Miss Charlotte, she said that it's gonna affect everybody. It's not just gonna affect us people. It's gonna affect everybody across the globe, and people realize that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people saying that people need to come together, but people don't want to come together. People want to be so evil and mean towards one another and be spiteful. They don't want to come together. You know what I'm saying? And we always been divided, and now they trying to. And some country singer was saying something about uh, I'm tired about being divided and all this stuff in this presidential or this Democratic and Republican. But some people said that we need to have one politician instead of two. But at the end of the day, like people is gonna be how they gonna be. Like I said, that the president really not in charge like that. It's the people that's behind the White House. They the one is in control. So they also control who they want to run. Also, they want to take down now because our people find out too much information. They don't want us to know facts, Betty. They don't want us to know. They don't. They trying to, and then they trying to they trying to get rid of Facebook because that man he owns the Facebook, and people be also be exposing stuff on Facebook too sometimes. Like they be talking about the food and stuff, and they would talk about everything. Like they trying to get rid of that, you know what I'm saying? And like I remember Kiera saying something about they trying to get rid of YouTube, and I couldn't understand why they trying to get rid of YouTube because YouTube been around a long time. So, and then they talking about we having blackouts. They saying that it's around the world. People can't use their card, their bank card. They said somebody no cash. One on say no card, and I mean it's just too much. They said that it was a blackout or something, an outage or something like that. It said pretty soon they'll get rid of the internet. They did say that. They said they're gonna get rid of internet. They said somebody get rid of phones. Um, somebody was saying that be prepared to use walkie talkies. Like I mean, I don't know how the hell that if they end up get rid of internet, how the hell we could able to drive our cars to get where we need to go. You know what I'm saying? Some people not good with direction. You know what I'm saying? So you need to have an internet on your phone to get where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? If they do that, and then it's gonna be hard for the people that's working because people use internet to work. People work from home, and it ain't only just work from home. People use that for the computers for school, for colleges. Kids be using it for virtual learning and stuff. If they do all of that, that's gonna affect the kids, the people that's working from home, and all that. That's gonna affect a lot. Do not know the streets. Do they not know the streets to talk to? Right, exactly, Betty. They just don't know. It's just sad, It really sad that it's in the times that it's because people saying that the world's going to end, and a lot of people saying that we're going to die. And I know that people be having the fear, but if God called us to come home, then it's time for us to come home. You know what I'm saying? And at this time in this world is going through this stuff, like they trying to do everything. They going up on food, they going up on these apartments, housing, and plus they have machines working to keep bombs from getting off with Wi-Fi. Yeah, that too. And then they said something about that what they had said. They said something about they're trying to get rid of the thugs and people protesting and stuff because they said somebody they trying to bring martial law in. Cause I remember a lady had said that it's not gonna be any more polices, so they trying to fund the police also. So it's a lot they trying to do. That's exactly why I trust God. Exactly, Moni. Same here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trust in God. You gotta stay prayed up, Like I remember I had a coworker, my old coworker was telling me that was Trump was trying to do, and he said that Trump was gonna win. And they were saying something about you gonna have to get a what you call in your skin and get food and stuff. And then somebody was saying something about like, well, you could still shop online. How can you still shop online and they trying to get rid of the internet? So I don't know how that's going to play. And then two, they getting rid of all these stores. You know what I'm saying? They already trying to get rid of. I heard they trying to get rid of Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Foot Locker. They trying to get rid of all of these stores. And like they said it's not gonna be job for us. They trying to shut everything. And people was blaming Joe Biden for the inflation, but it really was not Joe Biden's fault. It's really Trump's because he the one kept using up all the money. They were passing all these bills and stuff. It said that people would show who they truly were. Exactly, Moni. Exactly. And that's the crazy thing. So, like I said, you guys, like we gotta stay prayed up. That's all we can do. And it's nothing we can do, you know. Like I said, if God want us to call home, he'll call us back home. And people saying that we're gonna die, and people saying the world is gonna end. It's a lot of people saying all kind of stuff on this internet. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised. Some people say they can't take it no more. They tired. They saying about the rent. They said they can't pay rent. They can't keep food. People getting rid of their kids. People are harming their kids, and it's just sad. And then the crazy thing is that the government want us to keep the kids like say if the person do towards you and did an art on you, they want you to keep the child and this and that third. Like they trying to get rid of the abortions and all this. It's a lot that they trying to get rid of women rights and all that. It is deep what you think. That's why I don't listen to people. I listen to guys, facts, moaning, and you gotta be like that. You gotta be like that. You have to trust. You have to trust in God. You gotta listen to God. You can't listen to what people say. And people are so negative nowadays. And people just think it's okay to say what they want to say, and it be so hurtful what they be saying because he had the last say so. Facts, moaning. He had the last say so. Facts. He had the last say so. So at the end of the day, we gotta stay prayed up. We gotta get on our p's and q's and stuff because we don't know what's gonna happen. Like people saying best to buy a house. It's hard to get a house. It's hard to get in. Okay, so they just posted that Kamala Harris set the record with 81 million raised in first 24 hours of campaign reports say. They said 45,000 women jumping on Zoom and raised a whooping 1.5 million for Kamala Harris presidential run. So what do y'all guys think of that? Just like all those trusts going, some of the highest up has something to do with that mess out there. Facts, Betty, it is. Yeah, they are. It said a lot of people. It said I have to catch up. It said I'm on the win black women call with 7,000 black women with 25,000 more trying to get in. We are mobilizing, praying. and organized for Kimberly Hansford democracy. Yeah, these people is really they really trying to get Kimberly Harris in. But like I said, it's a lot. Um, it's a lot going on in this world. Some I said time for the brothers to join the battle in the full fat. That's what they said. They said they're trying to get in the full fat. What do y'all guys think in this situation? Comment below, guys. Comment below. It's so many stories. It don't make any sense. One thing about Instagram, they have so much stories. Some people don't look at Instagram like that. Some people do and some people don't. And then people like, I never heard this story, so it's best reported. And people that's why people do live about it, about the situation what's going on in the community, and people need to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's about I'm not the only YouTuber that reports what's going on, and it's okay to report that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't look at Instagram, Facebook, um, TikTok. Ain't nothing wrong report it because people need to know what's going on in the community, what's going on in this world. So I don't mind talking, giving people advices. I don't mind sharing the news because you need to share the news with your people that is close to you, that's family with you, that's been rocking with you for years on YouTube. Even though we might not know each other, we don't have to know each other, but you could always encourage one another. You could always talk to someone, give them advice, and be there for each other. Let your people know, hey, such and such, this is what's going on, and that's what's going on. We got to let people know what's going on in the community. And tomorrow I will also be doing another live Tuesday if I see something come up. But guys, I really want y'all to follow these people on YouTube because they be telling what's going on around the world. And I be watching these people since last year. I've been watching these people for 4 years about what's going on with the election. They be talking about food stamp, social security, all that stuff. Like people need to know what's going on in this world. People need to know what's going on. So yes, y'all need to be looking at Morris Investor. He's a YouTuber, Morris Investor. Um, Steve Ramey. Y'all look him up too. Also, he the one said something about Obama back in the building. Y'all can look him up. Sander reports. He also talks about what's going on. Y'all can look at him. It's another lady. It's another person I be looking at. Steve Gardner. Y'all can check him out. On YouTube, it's another person. Her name Michelle. I hope I'm saying it right. Let me see if I can find Michelle because she should be on my notification because I watch her also. I think my assignment going to look up the untold stories of our president. Fats Betty. I'm trying to find her. Y'all can also watch the the TEC show. Dave, he's also talks about what's going on too on YouTube. Y'all can check him out. It's other YouTubers is talking about what's going on. I be watching Randy F. Martin. I be watching him sometimes. He be on YouTube. Michelle. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm looking for her. I might have to go on my prescription finder. Let me see if I can. Yep, here she go. Her name's Charlotte Morgan. Y'all can go check her out. Also, she talks about what's going on. She talks about Social Security outage and all that. Y'all go check her out. So it's other YouTubers. They report stuff like this. It's another person named I think his name Ryan. He also be on YouTube as well. So the people that I'm telling y'all about, y'all go watch them. They're the one be knowing about what's going on, the information. You know, also how to you can also Google stuff what's going on too about the Project 2025, about the government, what the government trying to do and stuff. It's other ways that you can Google and search. That's what I be doing, guys. You subscribe to her, Miss Charlotte Morgan. I hope I'm saying it right. You subscribe to her. Steve Ram. Yeah, check them out. It's some more people that y'all need to check out because they the ones telling us what's going on. Because sometimes the news don't tell you everything. They be knowing what's going on. So, guys, I'm finna go ahead and log off. It's nice talking to y'all. Like I said, if I find some more reports about the situation about what they're gonna do about the presidential, if they're gonna have Kamala Harris or Obama's or whoever, I will let you. I will give y'all the updates on that. Um, and I'll talk about more topics. But I'm finna go ahead and log off. I know I've been on live for 2 hours, but I had to let my people know like what's going on because I tried to tell Cap y'all, but y'all didn't see my message, but I tried to tell y'all what's going on last night. But that's why I had came on here today and talk about what's going on. But I'll see y'all guys later, and please like and comment or subscribe to this live. And I see y'all later if Cap and Tane going live. But I see y'all guys later. Good night, guys.